Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the San Jose Sharks, and we're getting ready to start our fourth season? Fifth season? Where's history? Right there. I don't even remember where we took over. Here? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, had to have been, right? So yeah, 31, 43, and 8, 70 points, 37, 38, and 7, 81 points. And then last year, 46, 33, and 3, 95 points. We made the playoffs. We are at the preseason, and I only made one move after we stepped away. And one of the things that I had been looking at the end of last episode was some of the free agents, namely namely Colton Parayko and Jonas Brodin. And neither of their demands really came down at all. You can see Brodin still at 3 years at 4.5, and Parayko was even more than that. I think it was 3 years at like 5.7 or something. 5.4. Yeah, so I made the decision not to go with either of those players. They might be good, but that was just more than I was willing to pay. So what we did, if we go to transaction logs, you can see here, I traded Gustav Forsling for Casey Cizikas because everybody hated Forsling for some reason. We picked up Casey Cizikas, who's just a really good defensive forward. He's not going to score at all, but might give us some PK help. So we traded Wyatt Kaiser, who we had picked up from the Blackhawks a couple of years ago. Pretty good offensive-minded defenseman, but never really going to develop defensively, along with Olivier Miernieks, an 18-year-old center. Looks okay for an 18-year-old. Then we gave up a second-round pick. I'm not really concerned about it. The draft picks are what they are. I mean, we were able to find depth and get people the other way. I get people other ways. I just don't like giving up first-round picks. So Kaiser, Miernieks, and a second for Victor Soderstrom. I don't think he's that big of a drop defensively or offensively from Kaiser. He's much better defensively. 25 years old, 6 foot, 203 pounds. He's going to add to our depth. His contract expires at the end of this year, but what does he want for an extension? Renew contract. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, cool. We have plenty of money, so that's not really a factor. So here's our roster. Right now it's 24 players deep. We are going to have to send somebody down, but Romanov and Shesterkin in net. Werenski, Miller, Anderson on the left, Soderstrom, Carlo, Dobson, Levshunov on the right. I don't know who's going to be that seventh defenseman. Right now it's probably going to be Anderson. And we'll let Carlo get the start just because of those defensive ratings. On the left, we've got Teravainen, Musty, Bluger, Cizikas. Down the middle, we've got Lindholm, Misa, Patra, and Kampf. And we are stacked on the right with Ehlers, Frondell, Doc, Forster, Bysted, Soto, Springer. Yeah, so we have got all sorts of talent on the right side, to the point where we're going to be looking at someone like, I don't know. Soto's probably got to go down. We'll let him get some practice here in the preseason, as we bench our older players in the preseason, I guess. Give him a bit of a breather, right? Is that what we want to do? No Teravainen. We'll go with Bysted, something like that. Yeah, that'll work. So this can be probably a little bit of a shorter episode, right? We get through the preseason, we get through waivers, we get to opening night, we set the rosters, and we call it. But coming off the heels of an hour and 22-minute video or whatever it is, I think that's probably fine. So let's go ahead and sim. Got my nice big coffee. 5-2 loss. Salary cap is not a concern. We need to get to the next month so we can set our monthly budgets. I hope we've made enough changes to really improve the team. I mean, we added Werenski last year. We added Noah Dobson this year. I really hope that's enough on the back end. Monthly budget. Yeah, we have no points because we haven't played any games. So we're just going to sort of leave this the way it is. Assign the scout. Let's go to Harmony. Only Lindholm and Ferraro. So we're getting there in terms of the unhappiness level. Let's go here. So all those players are no longer unhappy, but I wasn't able to break up the click. All right, whatever. I think we made Werenski our captain this year because we don't have Taves anymore. Edmonton deals Zach Hyman for Noah Ostland. Buffalo finally is able to move that contract for Samuelson to Tampa for a third. And Alex Tuck moved for a second. So Buffalo moving some of their... they pick up Hyman, and then they trade Samuelson and Tuck. Interesting. Okay. Let's just sim up to waivers. We don't need to be looking at box scores for preseason games, I don't think. And it hasn't been a good start. We've lost our first 3, but we also don't have our line set the way we want. Hey, we pick up a win and then a loss. There's Romanov up there, 1.51, 940. It's a good start. See what sorts of names are on waivers. The game's done a better job in this version of making sure that you don't have 4 and 5-star players on waivers, which is great. Training camp development report. All right, what do we got? Brandon Svoboda got a lot better. That's nice. Dubé, oof. Yeah, he's gonna be ready to go next year. He looks sharp, man. Kowalchuk, that defense not there yet, but it's coming along. Goudreau getting better. Leinder's getting better. Anderson, Dobson. Oh, look at Anton Frundell. Let's go. Shuvnov is up to 3.5 stars. Misa's up to 3.5 stars. Romanov, Soto, Soderstrom, Springer. Look at all these players getting better. You love to see it. Waivers in effect. There's a win. Romanov leading the NHL in goals against here in the preseason. Hopefully that carries into the regular season. So we'll just do what we normally do. Just set all the lines and then kind of sim through that game, and that'll be it. It's probably be a 20-minute video. Probably be really quick here tonight or today. It's 8:50 in the morning. It's not tonight. I'm trying to do a heavy recording day today. My goal is to record 3 different videos if I can, so we'll see. Buffalo, all sorts of busy. John Paterka traded for a second. Then they pick up Lucas Edmonds, giving up a second. And then they trade Peyton Krebs for a second. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing, I guess. Next day, that'll give us our list of waivers. Forgot we had Brandon Montour. He's still in the AHL. I think his contract expires this season. All right, let's see what we got on the waiver wire. Oof. Couple of elite goalie prospects. Josh Anderson. Why did it do that? Oh, I see what it did. Adam Ingram's really good. I don't really have a spot for him. They have him on waivers. He won 33 games for Detroit last season. He's 23 years old. I mean, Romanov's probably better. The reality is that Romanov's probably better right now. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Anybody else of note? Not really. Jordan Binnington. Arvid Soderblom. Brett Harrison with the Bruins. It's so hard to pass up a 23-year-old potential 4.5-star goalie, though. You know what I mean? He stands 6'6", 235 pounds. Gage Alexander, 6'6", 241 pounds. He's 24. I feel like I have to. 14, 17, 14. Let's do this. So from a strictly goal-saving perspective, it actually looks like Alexander's the better goalie. Positioning's the same. He's better at passing, better at poke check. Blocker's better. Glove hand's not quite as good. Rebound's not quite as good. Recovery is better. Skating and reflexes are better. He's a year older. What do we got for contracts? Excuse me. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. I'm going to take one of them. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to take one of them. He's making $870. He's making $785. I like the younger Kosa. They both have. I think Alexander's probably going to be cheaper just because Kosa already has the. See, what do I do though? If I pick up Alexander, I can't go with 3 goalies. Do I just turn around and try to trade Romanov? What happens if I do that? Yeah, there's not much there. If we do just draft picked. All right, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it because it doesn't make any sense. We are stacked with goalie depth. It might make sense from a video game perspective, but I can't do it. Yeah, and Romanov only wants 1.4 for 2 years after this, so it just doesn't make any sense. We're going to stick with Georgie and Shesterkin in that. All right, when's our first game? Our first game is the 14th, so we can sim up to the 13th. Great. Jamie Alexiak is on waivers. I don't care about that at all. Let the game slowly sim ahead. All right. Players need to be assigned numbers. Jan Spreiner, 126. Cool. We got more players on waivers, so we'll look at that again here real quick. I guess we don't have anybody on waivers. Okay. Season preview. Dark horses. San Jose. New Jersey is the favorite. Avalanche and Vancouver were a dark horse. McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, of course. Makar, Fox, Dahlin. No surprises there. Just Yurkin, Edinger, and Hellebuck as the top goalies. Okay. All right. Let's look at, let's go to our depth chart before we go anywhere else. Just to kind of see what we're dealing with. We don't have much in terms of the upcoming draft. We have a first and a second, and that's it. We are pretty well stocked from a really everywhere perspective. Shesterkin, Romanov with the big club. Then we've got Goudreau and Leanders in San Jose in the AHL. McIntyre we drafted recently. So yeah, we're pretty set 1 through 4 goalie wise. Defensemen, we're again stacked. Dobson, Livshunov, Werenski, Miller, Anderson, Soderstrom. Left wing, not great. Teravainen, he's had a couple of really good seasons for us, but that's about it. Musty's been okay. Bluger's are really a defensive-minded guy, and then Cizikas is filler. I think we're okay up the middle. I mean, Lindholm, Misa, Kampf, Patra will be our 4 centers, and then we're pretty well stacked on the right with Ehlers, Doc, Forster, Frundell, who's going to be an animal this year, Soto, Bysted, Spreiner. Frundell is our top prospect. Then a couple of goalies, then Dubé, who will be with us next season. Connell Walchuk, Anderson, Vluswick was a draft pick we had a couple of years ago. He'll be ready next year as well. I like the 14 defensive rating. We are in pretty good shape. From a prospect rankings, do we have anybody? I don't see us on there at all. System rankings. Where's San Jose? Wow, we're all the way down here at 31. Okay. Frundell is the number 86 prospect in the game. This guy, Gavin McKenna, is the top prospect. I mean, that's fine. I guess that makes some sense, I suppose. All right, so we have 24 players on our roster. We will send Soto down to the Barracuda. And we will start to set our roster. So we got Ehlers, who's not a Spreiner. Ehlers. Teravainen. Yeah, so we'll go Spreiner and Cizikas with Anderson as our 7th forward. Clear the lines. And we will start from scratch. So Lindholm on the top line with Teravainen. Misa on that second line with Ehlers. I kind of want to put Doc on my top line. Oh, no, wait. Ehlers can play left wing, so I think we're going to do this. Yeah, I think we're going to do that, and then that will allow us to put Doc on that top line. Screener, counterattacking forward. I don't want 3 counterattacking forwards out there, I don't think. I don't know if that really truly makes any difference, but this line is either going to score a crap ton of goals or give up a crap ton of goals, or both, really. We have no idea. We'll perimeter shooter. So Dangler, playmaker, yeah. Our third line will have Kampf on the center with Musty on the left wing and Forster on the right. Yeah, I guess. And then our fourth line will be Patra centering Bysted and who? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Oh, we didn't put Ehlers out there. Yeah, we did. We put him right there. Bluger? Can Musty play the right? He can't. So we're going to have to do this, I guess. Bysted can play the right? Yeah. I guess we do that. We don't need two playmakers, though. Won't get any. I don't think they'll score at all. We'll do counter-attacking forward. I mean, we're pretty damn loaded up front. All right. That top pairing. I mean, do we just go Dobson and Werenski and just say screw it? I mean, I think that is probably the most fun. That second line can be Miller and Leshuvnov. And then Soderstrom and Carlo is our third pairing. All right. From a shootout, we'll go Ehlers. We'll go Misa. We'll go Frundell. Lindholm and Teravainen, I suppose. Goalies, Shesterkin, Romanov. Extra attackers, Lindholm and Misa. Power play. Lindholm with Teravainen on the left, Doc on the right. We will go with Dobson. Go with Dobson? Yep, we go with Dobson. And who's the fourth? We want to go 4 forwards on that line. So Frundell will be on the second power play with Ehlers and Misa. And then Werenski. Because they're both better than Leshuvnov. Or are they? Maybe we just go Leshuvnov and Werenski on that second power play unit. And I think I'm okay with that. And then Musty? Sure, that works. So let's just copy everything over here to the 5-on-3. We're really good. We're really, really good. And then 4-on-3s, we'll go Dobson, Werenski, Doc, Lindholm, Teravainen, Ehlers, Misa. No, not Forster. Frundell. All right, PK. We start with Kampf, and then we go with Lindholm, and then we go with Bluger. Nope, I think we're going to do Kampf and Bluger on that top pairing. Lindholm and Forster. Teravainen's pretty good defensively, so he can go out there with... Misa's defensive is pretty good defensively too. All right, we'll just do that. PK, and we'll go Dobson and Werenski on that top pairing. We bump Carlo up to the second D pairing. Leshuvnov on the third. Can Carlo can play the right? Yeah. So we'll do this. Miller and Carlo like that. And then Leshuvnov, and we're going to back these guys way down to like 15%. Do something like that. Dobson, Werenski, Dobson, Carlo, Miller, Carlo, Kampf, Lindholm, 4-on-4s, Lindholm and Teravainen, who've been working really well together for a couple of years. Then Werenski and Dobson. Same thing here. Lindholm, Teravainen, Dobson. Werenski will be there. And it'll be Misa and Ehlers. For now, that may end up being Misa and Frundell, but for now, we're going to go Misa and give him the big gun in Nikolai Ehlers. Lev Shuvnov and Keandre Miller. Goalie starts. We're going to go starter, backup, starter, backup, starter, backup. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I could do this offline because I think I may just go up to December 1st because that's where we will come back at that point. No back-to-back games, which is kind of nice. '27th starter, 29th backup. So I'll just go up to there because we'll be back on December 1st. So yeah, let's save real quick. And I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go. So we got Los Angeles tomorrow. The payroll exceeds the salary cap. Holy crap, really? Okay. How did I not realize that? We're still like $1 million over the cap. That's not good. Okay. We're gonna have to move somebody. Huh. That's concerning. 5th round pick. I mean, that's really bad value, but all right. Let's just send him to Washington. That's not good. All right. Well, we're still over the cap. Oh hell. Okay. How is that possible? And we'll just start with this for now. That should get us under the cap. It does. And I'll have to mess around here kind of offline and figure out how to get us back, get us into a position where we've got some players that we can play. Because right now we have 20 players on our roster and we're right at the cap. We do have some players in the minor leagues. We got Cohen Zimmer. We got Matthew Soto. Anderson, who we just sent down. So we can make some moves. I think what I might do, in all honesty, is look to move Miller. It's not what I want to do, but at 5.9 or whatever it is, yeah, I mean, for my third, I don't know, Brandon Carlo. Maybe it's Carlo. We call up Anderson and we just shift everybody up one. I'll figure that out offline. I will figure that out offline, but I want to. How do I do it? I always forget to shut the sound off. So let's save the game real quick. Trading Forster was maybe a little short-sighted. Maybe I should have just sent players down to the minor leagues and then screwed around with it offline. Let me see. Is this where I do it? Private Steamworks. Settings. Sound volume is muted. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is. All right. Let's get back into the game. Yeah, I think maybe trading Forster was harsh. I think I probably should have taken some time to think about it before I just made the move. But I overreacted. I have a tendency to do that. So we'll get into the game. We'll play that game, and then I'll figure out how to make sure I've got some depth. And I'm sure you guys were seeing it and screaming at me, but yeah, I just didn't see it. I didn't even imagine that we were over the cap. I keep talking about how we have plenty of money. Well, we pretty clearly don't. All right. Now we should be able to play the game. I mean, as long as nobody gets hurt, we'll be fine, right? I mean, we only need those players on the roster for, visual benefits or whatever. But all right, nobody claimed. His contract's probably bad, right? $5 million. Yokiharu, 3.9. Okay. All right. Well, let's play the game. Let's play today's game. So we got Teravainen, Lindholm, Doc, Ehlers, Misa, Frondell, Musty, Kampf, Bysted, Bluger, Patra, Spreiner, Werenski with Dobson, Miller, Levshunov, Carlo, Soderstrom. Let's go ahead and start simming. Teravainen, 2 minutes for roughing. So no scoring in the first. They had 8 shots on us. We had 15 on Eric Portillo. Whipple goes for high sticking. Lindholm goes for cross-checking. Wow, scoreless through 2. We're out shooting them 31-19. Kempe goes for tripping. Can we get a power play goal? Maybe. We have the puck in the offensive zone. Back to the point, and we do pick up a goal on the power play. Let's go. What do we got? Musty from Doc and Teravainen on the power play. All right, cool. Uh-oh. Looks like the Kings are about to tie it. Yes, they do. They tie it with 8:45 left to go. LeBlanc from Spence and more. Now we steal it in the offensive zone, and we take the puck's behind the net, and then we do tuck it in, it looks like, on that near post. So no scoring through the first 2 periods. Then we get goals in the third period from Musty and Ehlers, from Misa and Frondell. So we're up by a goal with 4.5 left, and we emerge victorious. How did Dobson first game? Not bad. 70 defensive, 64 offensive, 67 overall. Musty was the player of the game for us. Shesterkin stopped 27 out of 28. And we win on opening night. So that's going to do it here for episode 1. I got some moves to make. Team will probably look a little different when we come back. I think if I can move Carlo, that'll give me the opportunity then to bring back up Soto and Anderson, and maybe even Cizikas as well. Cizikas is the one I'd really like to bring up just because of the defense. But I can bring up Anderson, Cizikas, maybe Soto as well. But we will see how that goes. So I'm going to do that offline. When we come back, it'll be December 1st. And we'll get through the middle of the regular season. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support. And, yeah, I think I'm back. I don't know if it's going to be a video every day, but I got three videos kind of in the hopper right now. So I feel like I'm back, and I feel pretty good. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.